Hi, it's me, Jessie. We're here with Farrah Charles. You get to hear about me, my randomness, our children, God, and life, business, government, contracting, and community. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Farrah Charles Podcast. Later.
Hey guys, it's your girl Farrah Charles. This is our Christmas episode. Do y'all see like the Christmas spirit that we got going on? We were intentional with this.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Yes, this is our Christmas episode, and I'm here with my girl Jessica Davis. She is the international real estate guru, mom, entrepreneur, and she is here to give us her story, her side, her way. Okay, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the Farrah Charles Project on YouTube. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe, right? Yeah, subscribe. Like today, now. Thanks. All right, guys, so I have my girl Jessie with me. Hey, girl.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, and yourself? Thank you for having me.
I'm doing well. Thank you for coming. And what took you so long?
What? Timing, God.
Timing
Timing
and God.
Timing and God.
Because we got to move on God's time.
Yes, always.
So I definitely understand that. So from what I've gathered over the years, we've been following each other. We know each other from, I see that you've definitely been a part of politics, running and doing these kind of things for your city. Also, you're a mom, you have 4 beautiful kids, and you're also an entrepreneur, and you're in real estate internationally. So that's a lot that we can talk about. Let's break it all down. I always want to start with the kids. So how is it being a mom, balancing all of that, and also having your kids?
It's fun. I wouldn't have it anyway. It taught me it taught me everything that I am right now, being a mom, and actually being a mom at 17 at that.
Right.
So it's been mommy all my life.
I love that. You look like the type of mom I could talk to about anything. So as far as your, what your career is, what is your career? Or do you have a career, or are you a full-time entrepreneur?
I have a career. I do have a 9-to-5. I'm also an entrepreneur.
Okay, so what is, if you don't mind sharing, what is your 9-to-5?
I do in business development for an environmental company.
Okay. And what's that? Because I don't know what that is.
Making sure that we have clean air and water. If there's any issues yes.
That's you?
Yes.
Girl, you need to come to Pompano.
Yeah. Okay.
We need you in Pompano.
Is it the water?
We need you to...
Water quality testing.
The water and the air.
Making sure.
I could tell by some of the people that the air is dirty. But it's okay. I love my city. I love my city. But it just be so... when they're gentrifying, because let's be real, that's what they're doing. It's like they're literally like in the middle of the hood. And it's like, for whatever reason, they start right in the middle. So your little neighborhood is so cute and cozy. And then right outside, it's just a whole bunch of air that needs to be cleaned up.
And again, that's issues with global warming. Global warming and things out of our control. But the company that I work for, they do a great job at remediating. They do a great job at water testing, air quality testing, and making sure that we have the things and resources to make sure we have good air quality water.
Okay. Well, I did not know you had a 9-to-5. I actually thought you were a full-time entrepreneur because I always see you away. So I'm like, there's no way she works for somebody because she's always gone. But I guess we can do it.
Yes, you can.
We can definitely do it. You can find us on the Farrah Charles Project on YouTube, okay? Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're leaving those comments, all right? Like now. Like today. Immediately. Right now.
My kids say the same thing. Mom, what do you do? I said, I'm working.
Right. Wow.
I'm working.
And as far as an entrepreneur, what is it that you do? I know you're sponsoring our Basilish with your flower truck.
Yes.
But I feel like you have more.
I guess there's more.
There's more.
I do government contracting.
Okay.
So if there's a business or small business or entrepreneurs that want to get into doing media for a city event, if there's a contract to build a bridge, if there's a contract for janitorial items needed at the main jail, if there's a need for cleaning services at the Tri-Rail, I connect those businesses with those contracts.
So guys, all my entrepreneurs, you guys heard it here first. She's the link, y'all. Y'all start y'all business. Holla at Jess. She gonna get you where you need to go, okay? I actually started a small detailing business like 2 years ago. Girl, I done started all kind of businesses. But I wish I knew you then, because I had a van and I was doing like detailing. We were doing like deliveries. We were doing all kind of stuff. But my problem was I didn't know how to get the contracts. And now that the van's gone, I promise you, I've met like 4 of you already like, oh, all you had to do was call me. Well, where were you when I had the truck? But it's fine. It wasn't for me. God has better for me. So I'm good with that. You always look good. You always look good. You were never modeling though, were you?
Never modeled. I actually did a little bit of background.
Yeah.
So extras here and there, a couple of music videos and
I definitely, because I'm like,
yes.
you've always looked good. Outfit, hair, nails, everything. How do you keep yourself up with 4 kids and all that going on?
Listen, you have to prioritize yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big key. And unfortunately, in the world that we live in, presentation is key.
It is. I hate that.
So we just have to always come, and it was part of my upbringing too. My grandmother did not play.
Girl, when I say I really hate that part, I mean, I clean up very nice. I think everybody know that by now, but I'm not gonna lie, 97% of the time, I'd rather look like a crackhead. I promise you. I'd rather walk around with sweats on, wife beater, hair in a bun. I would rather, but if I want who I want to take me seriously, I realize that you cannot look like that. Like, you have to put yourself together. You have to be presentable at all times. My best friend, she drills it in my head. Like, sometimes I'll just get on I'll be dropping my daughter to school, and I'll just get on my Instagram, and my hair will be wrapped up or whatever, but I don't care, because I'm like, I'm cute. She'll be like, get off me. No, this is not what we're doing. You have a brand. So presentation is definitely key. So you said your grandma didn't play. Were you raised by your grandma?
Yes, my great-grandmother actually raised me.
Really?
Yes.
Where'd you grow up around here?
Plantation.
Really?
Born and raised in Plantation.
Period. I always say people in Plantation got the money.
Oh, yeah. No, a little something.
No cap. All my people's cousins, everybody I know from Plantation is a little bougie. So you went to Plantation High?
Plantation Elementary, Plantation High,
Middle.
Seminole Middle School.
Seminole Middle School?
I went to Seminole Middle School.
Why do you ain't go to Plantation Middle?
Seminole was the school. My sis cousins went there, so that was the school that my grandmother
Okay,
decided to
Plantation
go
High
to.
was definitely the high school everybody wanted to go to
Yes.
to go and
Off-campus
get
lunch.
off-campus lunch. Yep, I know that, and they niggas was fine too.
Yes, they
Plantation
were.
and Piper had
Yes.
the finest men. Well, boys, because they was boys in high school. But yeah, I remember that for sure. Are you currently in a relationship or?
No, I'm single.
You're single?
I am.
But you're so pretty and hot.
I understand that, but there's a mission right now, and
How are we so single? It doesn't make any sense.
he hasn't found me yet.
And that's how I feel. I truly feel, again, on our spiritual journey, I truly feel that when you stop looking and you pray, God will drop whoever's for you in your lap. And that's what I'm patiently waiting on. I'm not letting anybody stress me or make me feel like I need or I'm good. I'm content. I'm peaceful. And I'm almost assuming you feel the same way.
Same way.
And we're good without a man. But we're not saying we don't want one.
He hasn't found us yet. That's all.
That is all. So let me ask, what made you reach out and be like, Farrah, let's do something together?
Timing. I think there's something that needs to be brought out and talked about. And for a long time, I've hidden a lot of my gifts and talents due to my background with work, so I couldn't really fully expose exactly what I did. So now is the time to reach out, expose everything, and I'm here to provide services and help.
Okay, what are we exposing? Let's get to the bottom of it.
Government contracting. We're exposing the different opportunities for yourself, not being afraid to go out there and get it. I've worked in every single industry. I have pinpoint insight everywhere. So just being that motivation. I have 4 kids. I work, I have my businesses that I run, and if God did it for me, he can do it for you. So I am living proof and testimony. There's no man, no scam.
I have the biggest problem with the scammers. Like, my thing is, I love ChatGPT like anybody else, and I use it like everybody else. But there's certain things that I I'm not going to take from ChatGPT and sell to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to let ChatGPT educate me about something and then call myself a guru or a coach or whatever and come sell it to you. If you getting them, then I can't even knock your hustle. You hustle on, right? But I can't say I respect it either, because I feel like it's a scam. Because if ChatGPT go out of business tomorrow, you can't continue to help me be this person that you're motivating me to be. And that's what I'm seeing a lot is happening. Like, I don't mind if ChatGPT writes your caption, and I don't mind if ChatGPT, but don't let ChatGPT write its own tips book. And now you're saying it's Farrah's tips book. And I don't like that whole thing. And I think that's where a lot of these coaches are coming from. And it's annoying. How do you feel?
I get it, but it's also streamlined too, because someone probably don't know the prompts to say to ChatGPT, and someone doesn't want to take the time. So, hey, I just did it for you, and now I'm monetizing your laziness. So, at the same time, it goes both ways.
Yep, that's how I feel. I feel like if you can do it and get through, and you got your cult and they buying whatever you selling, hey man, I'm not knocking your hustle. But I just feel like a lot of us are calling ourselves coaches and masterminds and all these things. And it's like, are you though? I don't like that. Because are you though? Because if you're not, then take the time, go to school, learn it like everybody else, and then come back. And then tell me you're a mastermind and tell me you're a coach or whatever. But don't ChatGPT out my life, and I can ChatGPT out my own life. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So I really like that you brought up the scamming part, because people like you, women like you that work hard, learn what you need to so you can do those government contracts or get those grants or whatever it is. There's people that are saying they do the same thing as you, and that's not fair because they don't. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, it doesn't affect me at all.
Why not?
Because you have to know who you're sourcing your information from. So again, this comes back to due diligence. You have to do your work. You have to find out where's the information coming from, where did they work, how did they gain this experience, what school did they go to. So once you do that research and you pick either a ChatGPT person or an experienced person, it all boils down to that individual.
I do agree with that. Now, let me ask you this. How has it been for you, especially running for commissioner, you said?
Yes.
For Plantation or Lauderhill?
It was Lauderhill.
Lauderhill? How was that experience for you? Because you're young and beautiful. So to run for commissioner of Lauderhill.
Yes.
First of all, that shows your heart alone. I love Lauderhill too. Shout out Deepside. Shout out y'all over there. But, you got to have a special kind of heart to want to be a commissioner for Lauderhill. So what made you want to do that?
Seeing the issues in the community, the crime rate, the parks, the businesses, the programs that they have for businesses, those are things that I wanted to correct, come in and, assist. And as a resident myself then, wanted to have these programs available to the community.
And they weren't available.
They were available, but I don't think it was marketed properly. Lauderhill is a very diverse community, a diverse Caribbean community, but it was more of the marketing. So a lot of the resources and tools that I got out of Lauderhill, I went and I seeked it myself. The first time home buyers program, tapping into $45,000 for down payment assistance, tapping into their entrepreneurship program that they do have now, and their transportation services. There was an elderly lady that I knew that needed help with transportation, and I directed her to where the terminals are and the resources for Lauderhill. So it was something that I wanted to expand on as far as putting the information out there. And our parks, they did do some improvements.
I saw that.
So the parks are now really nice in Lauderhill, but it still has some way to go. And the commissioners now are doing a phenomenal job. Our vice mayor and our current mayor, they're doing a superb job with getting those things done.
I must say that in the last year or two, I've seen such a big, diverse Caribbean culture come into Lauderhill, like promoted on a big scale. Like they're doing a lot more concerts for us. They're doing a lot more things like that. So I want to shout out to the commissioner and the mayor for Lauderhill, because I'm seeing a lot of Caribbean culture come out of Lauderhill on a big scale. And not to say it wasn't happening before, but I feel like they're putting it more on the forefront, and I'm appreciative of that, because I'm a St. Lucian. Well, my parents are St. Lucian, and I'm from St. Croix, so I'm from the Caribbean as well.
Yes.
And what's your background?
Jamaican and Grenadian.
So we're Caribbean people. So to
Yes.
see that up front, I love that. To see a black woman like yourself even run for commissioner, I definitely love to see that. Now, the real question is, what was the feeling you felt like when you didn't get there?
There was no feelings about it because I was still able to support in the background. So the commissioners that did get elected, I still supported them. I served on their boards. I assisted in their campaigns. And to this day, I'm still a part of the community.
Are you on the Commerce City? What is it? Chamber of Commerce?
Chamber of Commerce, no, but I do serve on the tourism board.
Okay.
For
I was
Lauderhill.
actually thinking about joining a Chamber of
Arts,
Commerce.
yeah, arts and culture tourism.
Yeah, that's how I knew I was getting like old. I was
You
becoming
wanted
a real
to
adult.
be a board member.
I'm like, what? But
Yes.
it's like with everything that I do, especially my event coming up, Art
Yes.
Basilish, I want to make that about community. I really do. And you know, I would love the grants and I would love the help. I do that from my pocket. Shout out to my sponsors this year and shout out to my investors, the last two I had for the last 2 years. But before that, I was doing it out of my own pocket, but it was very small. So then I had my two homeboys. They came on and as investors for 23 and 24, and they launched it to a bigger level. And I'm just
Yes.
like, okay, let's go, you know. But stuff happens. This year was a very trying year. So they like, listen, we can't do it. If you want to do it, we can do it with you next year. But I'm like, man, I just feel like I created this for a reason. I'm for the underdogs, always for the underdogs. And I created this for the underdogs, the under artists that aren't on a grand scale, can't afford Basel, but they can come here to Art Basel-ish,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
So I got a lot of underground artists and regular top artists too that just became a part of the event and they loved it and they promote it and they're a part every year. And this year I'm like, you know, I love my friends to death and I would have loved for them to do it with me, but just because they can't, I can't not do my event that I created, you know what I mean? So I was like, God, it's me and you.
Yeah.
It's me and you. And honestly, no cap, I've been praying and I've been receiving. And slowly, but even you were like, you know, I asked you for a quote and you gave me a quote and I was like, okay, respectfully, right now that's not in our budget, but you know what? When it is, I'm gonna hit you up because I love that aspect. You turned around and was like, you know what, friend? I'm gonna sponsor your event. How about that? That's a blessing. That's God right there,
God.
literally. And that's what's been happening. Like we're a team. Me, Zania, Erica, Rufus, we're all a team, and everyone is coming together and doing their parts for the team. And I'm just so lucky to have the team that I do because I was very nervous about Art Basilish this year because I'm like, how am I going to do it like they do it? Like, I don't have the money they have. But God has been giving me my sponsors and, you know, slowly but surely I'm getting what I need to here and there and I can still afford my bills at the same time.
Yes.
So I'm just very thankful for that. But you, on the other hand, you provide grants and you provide contracts and things like that. So how do we, like somebody like me would get a contract for, not a contract, but would get a entrepreneur, there you go.
Sponsorships.
Yeah.
So there's different platforms that I scan through every morning, afternoon, and if there's a job for carpentry, I'll call a friend, hey, there's a contract that's available right now, I think you should apply. If there's a contract for glass glazing, call the GC, hey, I think you should apply to this. Connecting the dots and walking them through the steps and just knowing what your business is, because I'm on those platforms daily scanning jobs and I have a network of people that I can connect to those jobs. And for your instance, your sponsorship, you could have gotten a plethora of sponsorships, whether it was through Memorial, Blue Cross, whether it was from Crayola, Brightline.
Crayola?
Yes, Crayola. Yes, these companies will sponsor you. There's a portal for every single site. Just put in when your date is, how much you want, your expectancy, and apply. Saratoga will sponsor you. Hennessy will sponsor you.
This is good information to know because maybe I didn't know and maybe it can't happen for this one, but I'm doing events all the time.
Yes.
So this is great information. I'm glad that you came on my platform first to even share these kind of like data and info with the people of my platform on the Farrah Charles podcast, because I like to feel like the people that watch me are like me. You know, they're like-minded. They're entrepreneurs. They're trying to make it. They want the same thing that everybody else seems to be getting, but they just don't know how. Because that's me. I just don't know how. But again, this year has been such a blessing. Everyone that's coming into my path, they're either connecting me with somebody or I'm connecting them with somebody. And in the long run, it kind of goes full circle where we're all like, hey, look at us all here. So I'm just happy to see you thriving and getting where you need to go. Now, how did you get into real estate?
When I purchased my first home, that's where it started.
That made you get into real estate to be like, I want to buy more of these.
I want to try something new. I was working for the state, and I think that was the first year I purchased my home. And I said, I'm going to go to real estate school. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to make all this money as a realtor. So I decided to, I went to real estate school. And after I got my license, I signed up with Keller Williams, told the state of Florida, hey, I'm going to be a full-time entrepreneur. I'm going to be a real estate agent now. And that's how it started, me selling my first home and understanding how to tap into this money. It was really the money. The money was the motivation on how I was able to acquire the funds to get my first home. So if I was able to teach a credit class, home buyers workshop, and just be your one-stop shop, that was my goal.
So that's what you do, credit.
I no longer do credit.
But you were doing credit.
I was doing credit, yeah. I was originally doing credit and teaching credit.
I actually did my own credit like 5 years ago.
Congrats.
Right.
Shout out to you.
It was, girl. It was real good. But we're building. We're building back. I'm back in the high sixes, so I'm good. But I got myself to a 720 back in 2023.
Yes.
And then after my breakup, things
Life
just
happens,
happen.
yeah.
Yes. So by I want to say this year, March, I was like at a 534.
No, it's okay.
I was so ashamed.
No,
I was so ashamed, but I'm back now.
Yes.
I'm back. I'm building, and credit is so important. My kids are on my credit cards because I don't think my parents knew that kind of stuff. So I made sure to include my son on my credit cards that I know I'm gonna pay on time and make sure he good. And I talk to him about stuff like that, and he does not care or understand what I'm talking about. But I'm just putting it in his head because no one ever put it in mine. So I had no idea, credit and the life I was living before my kids, credit.
There was no credit.
I had cash.
Yes.
I was good. I felt like I could buy everything with cash. I'm good. No, girl. Credit is key. And I know that, and I'm trying to teach my kids that. Is that something you teach your kids?
Oh, yeah. My daughter, she attended my credit classes with me. The boys' walk-ins, pamphlets, and booklets, I was able to educate her on that. When she was younger, she had his workbooks. And just her seeing how I am, I gave her a secured credit card where she was able to have her spending and she couldn't go over 30%. So she knows credit. All the kids know credit. They also know how to create income, too.
Your kids are entrepreneurs?
Yes.
What do they do?
My daughter sells cookies.
Really?
Yeah.
They must be good.
They are, yeah. She sells cookies at school.
How old is she?
She's 13.
So what made her want to sell cookies? Because, we always go to candy.
Yes.
So what made her want to sell cookies? She's smart, too, because you get one box.
She come home with, so she makes a pretty good profit. So it's a matter of me baking every Sunday. So once she saw me baking every Sunday, she was like, I'm gonna sell cookies. And I was like, okay, sure, let's go.
Okay.
And after that, she started doing it. I remember it was one Sunday when I said, I'm tired, I don't want to go to the store. And she said, Mom, look, I have a business and I have to be consistent. They're expecting cookies from me because that's what I sell, or they're gonna start going to other people. So I got up, I said, okay, let's go to Publix, go in the store, go get what you need.
I love her.
That's what she told me.
And I love that for her. I said it, and my homeboy made me realize, everyone that I know was selling candy back in middle school or high school, they're good now. They're entrepreneurs now. They own businesses now. They have people working for them. I don't know nobody, and I'm talking about whether it's legal or illegal. I don't know nobody that was selling candy back in our days in middle school and high school that's not good right now.
They're all good.
Nobody. They're all good because that shows your hustle from young.
And your mentality is instilled in you. Once you understand how money works.
I was always a hustler, but not a seller hustler. I'll do some stuff. You need me to clean up you need me to this, you need me to, I got you. You gonna give me $20? You want me to watch your kids? That's me.
Yeah.
But from 13, 14, because that's when we start buying stuff for ourselves. Back in the day, that used to be the mall. 13, 14, you go into the mall with your little friends on a Saturday. You gonna see the little cute boy you like. Y'all in there pretending to be grown and buying stuff. That was us at 13, 14. Now, the 13, 14-year-olds now, Lord, how has that been for you? Because these kids now, yesterday's kids are not today's kids at all. At all.
I know. It's been a little trying because, she, influence. They see what's going on. They're on social media or on TikTok.
And it's scary.
It is very scary. But I do my best to kind of still cover them and nurture them. So certain hairstyles she's not allowed to have. Certain nails she can't have. Certain places she can't go. No sleeping out at friends' houses.
Ever.
None of that. And then also the friends that she keeps. So they're my daughter and both of the girls go to school together. So if my daughter says, hey, she has these type of friends, I tell her, I said, your friends are a reflection of who you are and know who you're hanging out with and how you carry yourself. So it's been a slight struggle, but we've gotten through it. And then my son, he's going to be in middle school next year. I talk to him about the importance of him knowing how to read, his grades, math, spelling, staying on top of that because you're a black man in this society. You have to be smart. You have to stay out of trouble. So it's more of etiquette with the boys right now with my son.
It is not easy. My son is awesome, though.
Yes.
I'm not even going to lie. Like, compared to what I see out there, my son is awesome. He does normal, regular stuff. Don't do his homework every now and then. Watching the wrong things every now and then. Like, regular stuff. But it's nothing crazy where I'm like, oh, no, I can't control it. But I see that. And I thank God all the time that I don't have that because I also have a little girl.
Yeah.
And whatever they see above them, they're going to try to do. So I just try to make sure that my kids have everything that they need and want if they deserve it. I try not to spoil my kids. I think we spoil our kids and don't know that we're spoiling our kids because we say we're not spoiling our kids, but we are spoiling our kids.
Yes.
But I really try not to spoil my kids. But they're really good kids.
And it's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
So it's like
if they spoil them,
they get on my nerves, but they're really good kids. So I give them, I try to my best to at least do 1 or 2 trips with them a year.
Yeah.
They're out every weekend. My daughter has a party every weekend. Every weekend. Like she's booked out. I'm about to start charging them for her to host and stuff. Because why not? No, seriously. Every weekend.
And you're the driver.
I'm the driver. Exactly.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it, I'm like, okay, this little girl is going to wake up every Saturday and say,
and expect to be in
Mom,
the
what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like she wakes up and she's like, Mom, where are we going today? And I'm like, nowhere.
We're staying home.
We're not going anywhere today. And she's like, nowhere? Like nowhere? So I look at it like, okay, party or spend $90. Or you could say it like this, spend $25 to $30 on a gift or spend $90 at Chuck E. Cheese or Airborne or any one of those places.
I'll take that.
We're going to the party.
Yeah, we're going to the party.
So I always make sure she goes to her little parties and I make sure she has her fun. My son, he's doing his thing. He wants to play with his friends. But it's hard to keep them from being influenced. It is, because the influence is so strong. My son breaks his phone all the time. When he breaks it, I just don't buy another one. That way you don't get to see whatever it is that you do. You don't get to see it. You live without it. And he goes fine without it. He's not one of those kids that go crazy. He just be like, all right. Because I'm sure he's finding another way
to get on.
I just don't know what the way is. But I'm sure he's finding another way. So let me ask this to you. Have you been married or anything like that yet?
No, never been married, no.
Never been married? What do you think have stopped that for you?
My decisions, my will. God, I want that. I want him. I need this. I want that. Instead of saying, God, let your will be mine. Align me and show me. But no, every time I picked what I wanted. And I never consulted with God. So it was kind of me. I got in my own way of being married and wanting the type of relationship that I wanted. Don't get me wrong, I had some good relationships, but it was me. It was more of, God, I'm going to wait on your time and wait on your alignment.
I like that answer. That's the same. Like, we pick and pick and pick until we pick shit sometimes. I too have had some really great relationships, but I think that is it. Like, every relationship I went into, I just went into as myself. I never went into as a woman of God. So I think this time when I decide to, or when God places whoever in my lap, I'm gonna know, because I'm different, like I'm more aligned and I'm spiritually inclined with God, I feel. So as long as it's me and God, then I'm good. That's how I feel. How do you feel about religion, spirituality, that kind of stuff?
I'm Jewish, so I don't really get involved in...
You're Jewish?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I am.
How does that work?
I converted.
That is so ignorant.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect you to say that.
Really, yeah.
So what made you want to be Jewish?
I originally, I grew up Seventh-day Adventist. And Seventh-day Adventist is kind of close to Judaism. The practice is keeping the Sabbath, the meat, no shellfish, seafood, pork, those things. And one day, actually, as I was running, I realized that this is the way. Something just clicked. I'm tired of the extra fluff. I just want to get straight to the source. So I followed my roots back to the source. And this is where it has led me.
I love that for you.
Yes. So that's where it has led me.
That's cool, guys, right? I didn't see that coming. Okay, so are you considered like a black Jew?
I would just say Jewish.
Jewish, right. I noticed you didn't say that.
Yeah,
so that's why I was
no.
like, you're just Jewish.
I'm just Jewish.
I love that for you. Yeah, I feel like religion kind of separates us anyway. So if I just say I am spiritual and I am spiritually connected to God, I feel like that's it. I don't need to explain or, be dictated about who or what. I believe in God. Who? Jehovah. Who? Jesus Christ. There's no other that I know, but I definitely do try to tap in at all times with my guests on their spirituality.
Yes.
What makes them, it don't matter what you are, what makes you feel whole. That's a question.
My lifestyle, my diet. A lot of what I intake is pretty healthy. The foods that I eat, the water that I drink, the environments that I am in, that is what makes me whole. I'm aware of all surroundings, making sure I take time to ground, make sure that I'm working out, making sure that I'm sweating, making sure that I'm journaling, making sure I'm reading the Bible, making sure that make time to give back to the community and sometimes just be still and do nothing and hear God.
Okay.
That is what makes me whole.
Yes, a lot of people don't do that. I myself have been guilty of not being able to take that time and just be still. Because sometimes you feel like, oh, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that. And it's like, nah, sometimes you just need to be still.
Do nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Can hear him.
Not all the time, though, lazy. But sometimes
yes,
you do need to take that time. I love this conversation. Yeah. This is good. See, I told you. Yeah. Nice flow, right?
Definitely. And again, the foods too. Don't forget the foods. Our diet.
Oh yeah, girl.
Our diet.
I can't speak on that. I eat the worst. I'm trying. I'm really trying. First of all, Zane have been trying to get me to actually eat, and then when I do eat, I just eat whatever I want to eat. But I don't eat crazy though. Like I don't eat crazy. I eat mostly food, like rice and chicken, oxtail, like curry chicken, like mostly chicken and turkey meat.
Okay.
Like that's like mostly the meats I eat. I used to eat a lot of lamb and steak, but I went to the doctor and she was like, you need to cut that out your diet.
Okay.
Instantly. So that was it. I don't eat oxtail as much because that's also meat.
Yes.
And she was like, no, you're doing too much with it.
Okay.
Right. But I just need to eat more. That's my problem. I realize I don't eat as much as I should.
Whole foods too. I mean, just know where you source your food too. Not saying Whole Foods is the place, but eating whole foods, more beans, more nuts, more fruits, more vegetables. Actually try growing your own.
Do you grow your own stuff?
I do. I have some herbs.
Really?
I have sweet potatoes. I have ginger. I have turmeric. I have a couple coconut trees I just planted, jackfruit trees. I have a lot of fruit trees. I have a lemon tree.
In your backyard?
I have 2 chickens that give me 2 eggs every morning.
Oh, I saw you just posted that. They give you 2 eggs every morning?
I get 2 eggs every morning. And I make sure I feed my chickens good. My chickens...
So how do they make the eggs You have 2 chickens.
2 hens, no cock.
And they lay eggs every morning?
Yes, they're layers. So it's just how it works.
Right. How does that work with no cock? No pun intended.
It doesn't last long though. After a while they stop laying. So it's something. My daughter, my 13-year-old, she knows more about the chickens than I do.
That's pretty
cool. And also feeding them a good diet. They eat lettuce, they eat melon, they eat quinoa, sweet potatoes, aloe, water. So feeding the chickens
you
good
own
food
that,
so they
that.
produce good eggs for me, take care of them.
We all need to be on that, though. We do. Actually, after this episode, I'm going to do better. Right, guys? She doesn't believe in me at all.
I believe you. I'm going to hold you accountable, too.
Right. Do.
Yes.
Please do. Because I do need to. I was going to ask you a question. Oh, shout out to my daughter, Satya. Her and her mom,
Yes.
they're in Deltona. Mm-hmm. That's closer to Orlando. Yes. They actually have a farm as well. They have ducks. They have chickens. They have damn cows, pigs. No, they don't have that. But they literally have their own little garden where they sell herbs and grow herbs, and they do the same thing on a slightly bigger scale.
Yes.
And I always look at them and call them farm people and make fun of them like years ago. Now I'm like, I get it.
I need
guys.
some of that.
Right. I get it. I always tell her, like, if the apocalypse happened or anything, I'm coming to live with her with my 2 kids. So I'm just glad we got that good relationship. Alex, love you, girl.
Yes.
But yeah, she got a farm too. So I guess my question to you, to like sum it all up, is how are you you? So I'm getting you're very wholesome, right? But you look.
Yes.
Right. And I still see you have a good time, enjoy your life. I don't feel that you're too preachy or you're like, you know those people? I don't get that from you. And that's actually annoying to me. Like, you can't go to everybody and just be preaching to everybody. Yes. It's like, you don't do that because you don't know who people, like, somebody might really be a Satanist and really not be on that. And you coming over here, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and I don't think anybody likes to be preached at all the time either. So how do you find your balance where it's like, I'm a holy girl, but I'm sexy too? I mean, because it's a thin line, and when we walk into church, they be side-eyeing sometimes. But
I think through experience and time, and on truly understanding the Word of God and His expectations, and reading and seeing that most of God's followers or His apostles, they were sinners, they were drunken, they were killers, they were murderers, and still understanding these were still people, but they converted and chose a different life, and they walked a different path. So understanding that, and also giving myself grace, because sometimes I do fall. Sometimes hard. Yeah, we fall sometimes, but I know God's grace that He's not forsaking me. So I find that balance of still being me, but doing it in a modest way, being aware of my surroundings, making sure you can't be everywhere and anywhere.
No, you cannot.
And when it
took me a long time to learn that, but I got it.
And when it's on my heart, sometimes I tell people, I don't just come out and blurt certain things. The Holy Spirit have to move me to say something. So certain times I would feel a movement or feel God in me. He's like, you need to say this. I'm like, oh, okay, God, I'm going to do it. And then I'll talk, but I don't talk to be talking.
And most of the times they're receptive, right? Like when you get that, because you're supposed to. For Bougie Backyard, long story short, anything that could go wrong went wrong, right? My angel, Zania Spence, literally and I've never seen the devil so clear in my life. Like, it's just, my car was fine. Like, for the past 2 years, I've had it fine, right? And if it doesn't start, because every now and then it won't start, but as soon as you put a jumper cable on it, it'll jump right up. That day, the day before my event, my car shut down for the whole day. And instantly I said, devil, I know this. I know how this works. I called her. I said, hey, can you come pick me up? She's like, you just gonna leave your car? Yep, I'm leaving it right here. Come pick me up. Pick me up. Then my chef called. She got pink eye. I said, okay, that first one didn't work, so you coming with a second one. My other homegirl, I'll cook for you. My mama cooked the breakfast. Like, it just, and I realized that day, I was like, oh my gosh, I got attacked. Like, I literally got attacked. But the way how I came up out of it, man, I was so proud of myself.
But you recognize it too, because the devil played the same tricks.
You see what I'm saying?
Nothing new. He just might cotton candy it up a little bit.
That's how I knew I was growing in my spirit. I promise you. I never seen it so clear. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it right here. But I want to thank you for coming on my show today. We had a very good conversation, and you broke your podcast virginity.
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Me. And anything you want to shout out or Your Instagram page, your website, your baby cookie website, what?
You can follow me on Instagram. My page is Jessie Deluxe.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, The Farrah Charles Project. And we're out. Peace.
Bye.
So, y'all, I just had an amazing episode with Jessie. She is an amazing woman, as you can see. Definitely a woman of God. Definitely a woman about her business and her money, and a great mother and entrepreneur. So I want to thank her so much for coming and sitting on our couch today. Also, again, like I say every episode, if you haven't already, make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe to the Farrah Charles Project on YouTube for the Farrah Charles Podcast. This is Farrah Charles, and I'm out. Peace.